63-60 with 2:53 remaining in the third quarter. Tom Hammond, Bill Walton, Steve Snapper Jones, and Jim Gray. Let's check in with Jim.
All right, Tom, well, there was an incident just about 3 trips down the court. Latrell Sprewell missed that three-pointer. After he missed, he turned around and was inadvertently tripped by Rick Carlisle as he starts to run away. There it is. He gets tangled on the foot. Carlisle's foot goes out. Latrell Sprewell was very annoyed by what had gone on, came down a couple of times pointing over at Carlisle. Carlisle spoke to Bob Delaney, and the officials have decided what they're going to do about it. Let's listen in.
To me, it was my fault. I put my foot out. You know, unintentionally tripped them, but they're saying on tape they've got best.
Unintentional? Well, it's something obviously to be aware of. What we'll do is let's talk to Spree to get Spree down.
I already did that.
Okay, so we're okay.
Good.
So, and you know what? I would think that that'll never happen again because we're aware of it now. When you were doing this thing.
Then during the timeout, Rick Carlisle came out. He apologized to Bob Delaney to apologize to Latrell Sprewell. They're going to get to Sprewell with the apology to try and calm him down. Tom, a lot going on down here.
Yeah, there's never a loss for action when the Knicks and the Pacers play, as we well know.
Well, a lot of emotion, and, you know, the Knicks know they need to have everything right for them, and anything that's distracting and maybe giving the Indiana the edge, and they're going to be concerned about Houston.
Great ball fake, shot good. Miller bit on the fake, leaving Houston open to put in number 20.
Allen just looks so much stronger as this game has worn on. Doesn't seem to have the hesitation to his game, the lack of balance caused by that painful left ankle sprain.
Well, Kurt Thomas is in the ball game now, and they're trying to go pick and roll Miller-Smith.
Bad pass, McKee. Charlie Ward there again. Here's Sprewell. Ward for 3. And rebounded by Davis.
Now, they were on their feet and ready to yell Charlie, Charlie, but it just didn't stay.
Very little offensive rebound. Steal by Larry Johnson.
Houston gives it to Ward. Good.
The Pacers are giving the Knicks life. Turnovers, missed shots, allowing the Knicks to run out.
Now, it's very aggressive defense, and particularly with the hand, they're getting deflections, they're getting a piece of the ball. Miller.
That's a tough shot.
It is a tough shot. Reggie Miller baseline. He has 17, but the fast break points, as you saw, have been all New York's way. And once again, Charlie Ward is making a significant but unsung contribution to this New York effort. Larry Johnson winded. He wants out of the game. Sprewell.
Van Gundy should just ignore Larry Johnson. Just turn on. I didn't see you, Larry.
Kind of like Chris Childs ignored that timeout call the other night.
Yeah, Reggie Miller is keeping him in the ball game now. It's a 7-point lead for the Knicks, but the hot hand for the Stripes is Reggie Miller. See if they find him. 9 on the clock.
Van Gundy is guarding the pick and roll over there.
Well, Travis Best is going to shoot this.
Gave it up to Smith. Blocked by who? By Charlie Ward.
This is always embarrassing. When the 7'4" guy standing there wide open on the baseline, Charlie Ward comes and sends it totally back in the other direction. Base.
1 on the shot clock when they come back.
How about a lob to Dale Davis at the basket?
No, he can't. The shot blocker Charlie Ward's in there.
Tremendous third quarter defensively for Charlie Ward.
Didn't they say he was too short for the NFL? Obviously not for the NBA.
Size has nothing to do with it. It's not how high you jump. It's where you are and when you jump.
Shot clock violation before the Dale Davis foul. Patrick Ewing's got his striped shirt on as well.
Larry Bird is incensed. He has seen this happen to his team so many times in this building.
Now, the game is a long way from over, but certainly the third quarter is a way that Ward and the New York Knicks want to play, and Bird loses it as Charlie Ward goes down.
Larry Bird is saying if a guy just falls down, it doesn't mean there's a foul. He just fell down.
And Charlie Ward is losing his balance as he starts, and then he just continues.
Let me clean my glasses real quick.
Ward hits the first of 2. He has 11 points and numerous hustle plays.
Well, Bird was proud of the team from game 2 because they played terrible, the Pacers did, and still won. It has usually not been the trademark for Indiana.
Ward's free throws, and New York has equaled its biggest lead. They're up by 9. Final minute of the third quarter.
Huge point total for the New York Knicks in the quarter, 29, never steal.
Charlie Ward and Larry Johnson throughout the quarter.
Thomas couldn't handle it, but Larry Johnson in the right spot. And New York sets it up. Plenty of time. Game clock shows 28. 10 to shoot.
Nice pass, Ward.
Thomas put it down there where everybody could get at it, and they stripped it away.
That's the only guy that hasn't been in this little barrage, and he got happy. He asked for the ball and couldn't control it, and then fouled out of it. So all of that good stuff goes to waste on the turnover and foul by Kurt Thomas.
First turnover in 20 minutes, though, since early in the second quarter by New York.
I think Kurt Thomas got a little frustrated when they started Chris Dudley instead of him at the center position today. He really hasn't seemed to be his normal sharp self, Kurt Thomas.
I don't know that how sharp he usually is. It's more like a bludgeon.
How can you say that about Kurt Thomas?
Charlie Ward with a takedown of Travis Best.
And now Van Gundy's got a big decision to make, because usually after the third quarter he brings Charlie Ward out, but Charlie is playing so well right now.
Well, it's either that or Chris Childs has got to come in and be an extension of what Charlie Ward has done.
But we've seen time after time guys who get hot and they get taken out. We saw it in the Portland game last night. They just benched all the Blazers who were playing well. They never got it back. Last week, Miami's Alonzo Mourning is playing the best game of his life, and they take him out, and they never got back.
Did you kick the TV last night?
Don't even get me going there, Steve.
4 seconds left. Well, Chris Childs lost his voice. Maybe he can't ask to come in. Out of bounds with 2.1 remaining in the third.
Well, the best way to get in sometimes is take your stuff off and just head up to the scores table. You don't have to say anything.
Nice move, Sprewell.
Got the shot away, but no good as the third quarter ends. As New York outscored the Pacers 30-22 in that third quarter. Latrell Sprewell has 23 points, and Allen Houston has 20. And at the end of 3 in game 3, New York leads Indiana